Hey everybody, Dr. Chris Nelson here, and today is a quick behind the scenes look at a very cool case that shows off a single implant on a front tooth on a very kind young lady. And this is a crazy thing. We have actually 6 or 7 of these almost exact cases going on in our office right now. So this is the first one we've delivered since starting a bunch of these cases, and I'd like to show you where we're at with the case. We just delivered it, and then just present our workflow for solving this very common problem. And the crazy thing is, all of these cases are on young ladies with very nice smiles, and it's a single front tooth implant. And I have a similar video actually on my sister. She allowed me to show her case in rather great detail, so if you want to take a look at that, you can see in one of our other videos on another front tooth implant. So this is kind of a common issue, and you know, sometimes in every job there's things where you do over and over, or you'll do the same thing 3 days in a row and then you won't do that again for 6 months. So there's a lot of single front tooth implants on very kind young ladies with beautiful smiles. So that's what we're looking at today, and follow along as I show you this case. So let's turn over to the computer. So I want to introduce you guys to this lovely patient. She is just so nice. She has a beautiful smile, and this is how she presented. She came over from Team Perio. Her implant was already placed, and it was our turn to help restore the implant. Now what you're looking at right now is actually a custom temporary that was already there when we saw the patient, and so it was our turn to improve some things. So when we first met, we went through our new patient process, which is a very comprehensive consultation and exam process. It's actually a 2-part visit. I have some other videos on that. But we worked up her case, and we kind of identified in our consultation room what things she wanted to change. So we went through and looked at her case. And what do you guys think is going on with her front tooth? Do you think there's improvements that could be made? Do you think that it's good how it is? What do you think? So when we looked at this, you know, I had some observations. Let's look a little closer here. You can see her front tooth there. I see a couple things. One thing to start off the top is the lower teeth. Their arrangement is not perfect. Now this young patient, her short-term goals, you know, because that's an important part of this, the short-term goals for her was actually she's getting married. So having the front tooth look good for photos, important, right? So maybe there's some timeline there where it's like we need to move along and not be working on this forever. In a lot of cases like this, it'd be appropriate to consider straightening the lower teeth so that we can idealize the upper teeth. But after we talked, we said, you know, the timeline is the most important of value for this patient. So we decided to not do any clear aligners or orthodontics before restoring the case from the custom temporary that's present. The other thing we noticed is, you know, the spacing in between the front 2 teeth. If you look at that, it's pretty obvious in the temporary. If we go back, even in this portrait photo, but if we zoom in a little bit, there's a diastema, a space between those front 2 teeth. And the size discrepancy that we're seeing is rather apparent. So those are some of the main things. The other part is the color of the tooth was a little bit off. And so we, you know, we decided that that was important too. So what did we decide to do? Well, here's another nice portrait picture. So what did we decide to do here? Well, I decided, what do you think we decided? I decided instead of remaking the custom temporary, again, here's another picture of that custom temporary, and instead of remaking it, I decided to actually trim the temporary back with like a veneer prep and then relayer the custom temporary. So if you look here, you'll see that I actually prepped the facial of the custom temporary back as if it was a veneer. I actually left the margin short, so right up at the gum line I actually left about 1 millimeter, just because the tissue looked so happy and healthy. I wanted to leave that, plus I was hoping that our papilla between 7 and 8 would continue to fill in, since this wasn't too far after the surgery was done and the patient was released. So I think I met the patient after the implant was released for restoration. But anyways, either which way, we trimmed back the facial, and then we used some composite bonding techniques to relayer that. And so you can see here I've drawn on the tooth with some wax pen or like a marker, and you know those red and blue pencils? Pencil, that's what we use. So the red and blue pencil, I went ahead and drew the line angles, kind of the central angles there, and kind of getting an idea of the shapes. And this is after I'd already overbuilt the tooth, and then the technique is trimming that back to the appropriate shape. So I went ahead and did that, and she got to watch the whole thing, because in our rooms we have like ring lights above the patient with a mirror in the middle, so the patient can watch as I'm working, which is really awesome. We get to do it together. So after we went ahead and did that, you can see here is the final result with the custom temporary reshaped. Now, what do you notice here? Well, I noticed that the tooth is actually a little bit of a different color, but it looks pretty nice. I was able to get the contours similar, and if you look at her teeth, you'll see that these teeth are not symmetrical. As I mentioned, the canine on her right side, tooth number 6, is rotated. The canine on the left side is rotated the other direction, so they're kind of opposite. And then 7 and 10 also have some rotations, and they have length discrepancies. So again, if we were going to do this on a longer timeline, it would be great to de-rotate those teeth and then restore the front tooth after that happens. So if we look here, this is what it looked like after that same day when I went ahead and recontoured the tooth. There goes Dad, he's going for it. You going out?
Exit stage right.
See you later. Okay, so anyways, you'll see here we reshaped the tooth. It looks too wide to me, and the color's wrong. It's really hard to do the layering to get the color to match perfectly on top of a custom temporary, but you know, we did our best, and it definitely looks better than it did when she came in with the shape of the tooth, I would think. And what do you guys think? So we got it to this place, and then we took our records. Actually, what I did is I let her wear that for a while, and I just wanted to get her feedback. So this is the day we did it, and then here's a side view. And then this is actually after she'd healed for a bit and she wore it, and she came back, and then we were ready to make the final restoration. And basically what she said is, I like it, the most part I like it. It's an improvement, but we want to try to idealize the shapes and get the length, the width correct, and definitely the shade. The most important thing wasn't for her necessarily the shape, but more the shade of the tooth. So that's what we were going for. What you can see here is I actually took some pictures with a shade tab, and then what I'll do is in the editing software, I'll actually underexpose, overexpose, and neutral exposure this photo and give it to my lab so that they can look at different versions of the picture to help make a really good final result. And we usually send our patients to Shasta Lake, to the foresters, where they'll do a custom shade. So we have we'll even check the shade with our scanner. So we have like 3 different ways of evaluating shade. So this is what the tooth looks like removed after our custom temporary was removed, and you can see there's a little stain on tooth number 7, and but the gums look really, really healthy. Team Perio, Dr. Blasingame did a really good job on the implant placement. This one is beautiful. The implant access hole comes straight out of the lingual, which can't always be done. Sometimes the access hole for the screw is out the front of the tooth. So we can either hide the access hole or do a cement retained crown. In this case, we were able to do a screw retained crown. So thank you very much, Dr. Blazagame, for such a nice implant placement. This is where we were looking at with the custom temporary, again, just a wider view of that. So this is after we sent all of our information to the lab, 3D scans, all the other things. This is what we got back, and this photo is actually shot on the table. I flipped it upside down in the computer, so the view is kind of like this a little bit. But what you'll see, there's some Teflon tape sticking out of the tooth. And the reason I included this photo for you all is we actually will pre-size the Teflon tape before the patient comes in, so that just saves us a little bit of time at the delivery. And then we're not having to cut it, size it at the delivery appointment. So again, we removed the custom temporary and went ahead and looked at this more closely. And here we are trying in the crown. And the thing that I love about this photo, especially with my glove behind the picture, is you can actually see the layers of color and different translucency in the porcelain. This is a Straumann implant with a Straumann abutment, a custom milled titanium abutment, and then it has a layered zirconia crown with porcelain on the facial. So Travis at our lab did a really good job of matching that. And this is what it looks like immediately after tightening it and kind of working our way towards the finish line. What you'll see is, I'm going to show you here in a second, you'll see a little bit of a length discrepancy in the teeth, and all of that is because of the lower teeth. So could we get this thing bang on perfectly symmetrical? Absolutely. But it's really, really hard when the lower teeth are at different heights or different facial positions. So I'm going to show you a video here, and you can kind of see that the position of the teeth is even more dramatic than you would notice on these photos. And the video is from not the final crown, it's from the custom temporary that I believe after we resized it. And you can see I measured the height and the width just to get an idea of what we were dealing with. But overall, if we turn back to this photo, you'll see that this looks really, really nice. The shade looks super nice. It does look a little bit shorter, but again, it's related to the lower teeth. And I talked to the patient, I said, you know, when you're ready, we can do some clear aligners, whether it's in our office or with an orthodontist, or you could do traditional braces, but we could get all of these teeth really, really symmetrical with some clear aligners. The other option is we can use some discs, so some sanding discs to adjust the position and the levelness and the shapes of all the teeth to just kind of refine that. So we did a little bit of that at the delivery, and we were able to dial it in even more. So overall, I think this is a really great case. The lip position, another thing you'll notice is as you look at this more and more, the patient has a little bit stronger smile on the right side. That's this side for me, but for you guys, you're seeing it here. So the lip goes up a little bit higher on the patient's right. And that's the same throughout all of these pictures. So if we wind all the way back to the beginning, you'll see that the lip is higher on the right side when the patient smiles really big. So, whoa. So, anyways, it's a very challenging case. Look, let's make no mistakes about that. This is a very challenging case. Also, I never really considered my cases completely done because I want to make sure the patient's really, really happy. So, you know, I tell the patient, even at the delivery appointment, I want to consider that delivery appointment as almost a final try-in so that we don't get our expectations so high and get disappointed with the tooth being a slightly wrong shade, slightly wrong shape, or anything like that. So I'm waiting to hear back from my patient to see what she thinks. And I think she's really happy. But you know, it's her tooth. She's going to be the judge, and I'm going to keep working really hard to make sure she's happy. I also am really realistic about, you know, whether or not the concerns are based in reality or not. So if she came in and said, hey, I want this tooth a lot longer, We did have the tooth longer in the custom temporary, but as you can see, it was paper thin. You can actually see through it on the picture here. And long term, that little piece of translucent composite on this picture is just going to break. So we want to have some implant protected occlusion where the implant is not really touching any of the other teeth, so that we have the best long-term health or success for the actual implant. After all, Dr. Blasingame at Team Perio wants his implants to last a lifetime. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and what do y'all think? Be kind in the comments, please, because I guarantee you the patient will eventually see this. So I want you to be aware that, you know, you might be writing a comment to the patient. And I'm really happy with how everything turned out. We might go after that little dark spot on number 7 there, but that's kind of how it is. Like in dentistry, if we're being realistic with dentistry, dentistry is like a piece of art. And if you're doing a painting or a drawing, like, when are you done? Sometimes it feels like never. And that's, you know, and then at a certain point, you gotta, you know, hang the painting on the wall. And in this case, it's even more challenging when you're working on human beings that are lovely and have a beautiful smile and have high expectations and who are getting married in a couple weeks. So anyways, have a great day. Stay tuned because, like I said, I have a whole bunch more of these cases coming through. And let me know what you think. Chris Nelson here. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.